everyone. Welcome back to another episode of A Lady's Garden. I hope everyone's having a great week and getting ready for a very nice weekend. Today we're just going to give an update on our front garden. Not much has changed in this garden, so I'm just taking you guys along to see the growth of the plants. And we're going to start here with our catnip. For me, this year the catnip isn't blooming as intensely as it did last year, but the roses are. And these are knockout roses. If you watched my first front garden tour on my channel, you'll know that these are new to this area. Originally, I had 4 plain knockout roses, and I had those for many years, and then eventually, plants get tired and I took them all out, but I still really enjoyed the knockout rose. So I just planted 3 and I got the double knockout. For me, I noticed the double knockout grows a little smaller than the traditional regular knockout. So yeah, these are blooming their heads off, very bright red. On this side, there's a climbing rose. It looks like it's kind of struggling. Only a couple blooms on it, but it's a very dark red. Down here we have Supertunia Vista Bubblegum. Last year I had a different variety of Supertunia, but I went back with the traditional bubblegum, for me traditional I guess, bubblegum color. As we go over here, there's I believe gold mop cypress that I prune into these spheres. Another catnip, and then a little lime hydrangea. Eventually, I'm thinking I would like to expand this garden, bring it out more, rework the line of the border, and instead of it bowing in, which it is now towards the house, I would like to kind of bow it out. I'll be eating up a lot of grass, but I feel it would look really pretty, just to add like drift roses and maybe daisies and just different plants, different sun-loving plants. Grass is something that I do have a hard time kind of pinning down, and it takes a lot to take care of grass, to be honest. So I would much rather have more garden than more grass. But that's a plan at a later date. That definitely will not happen this season. But I'm going to show you guys an update on the porch and the porch planter as well. So let's take a look at that. So here is the porch planter that I planted a couple weeks ago. And you can see, we can't even see the soil underneath the flowers anymore. And to be quite honest, I didn't even put a top dress on in this planter, so I didn't use mulch. What I did say I was going to use was sheet moss. Didn't even get a chance to do that. I didn't have any on hand at the time. I thought I did, so I went and I got it, and then it's still sitting in the garage. Didn't even put it on, but I guess I don't need to, because they are filling out nicely, and I am really enjoying this arrangement. Down here, this little guy still blooming its head off. Very pretty. Not much growth, I think, but it's alive and it's bright and it's beautiful, so we'll take it. And then let's take a look at our fern. I will be quite honest, I did not even get a planter for this fern yet, so this fern is still sitting in the container that I got it in. It looks okay. A couple little crispy leaves here and there. But definitely this weekend, I think I'll get a container and pop it in. It probably just needs a little bit more room. It is pretty tight in there. I kind of checked it. So there's no room for it to grow anymore. It's just kind of spinning its roots in circles at this point. So we'll make sure to get a container. And I will also show you guys my garage urn, I guess. I have a urn, very large urn in front of my garage that I usually put Supertunias in, so we'll take a look at that as well. So here is the urn that I mentioned in front of the garage. It's filled with Supertunia Vista Bubblegum. I think by now you guys realize that's my favorite Supertunia. But there's 3 plants in here, and let me tell you, it's going to just keep growing. It's going to grow and overflow as it's done in years past. And I really like this container from down the street. Everyone tells me when they're driving down the street and they're coming closer to our home, all they see is this bright pink kind of cloud until they get closer and they realize what they're looking at. So that's always exciting. But there it is. So that's pretty much it for this video. It's not really much of a long one. There's some more gold mop cypress and arborvitaes flanking the door. And then that's the front garden. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. I hope everyone's having a good week. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Happy gardening, fellow gardeners. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.